Hello YouTube, this is Cybersurgeon, and welcome to another vlog. This might be a little bit of a long one. I don't actually know off the top of my head. It is something that I've been wanting to talk about for the last couple of days, so it'll be a fun one. So sit back, relax, have a water, grab something to drink, and let's get talking. So first off, as everyone can see, I shaved my head, shaved my beard. I just felt like doing that. It didn't come about as anything like it's. I had a bunch of people ask if I was doing it as preparation for the military, and I just did it because I felt like it. But that's not really the big thing. The big thing I want to talk about is death. This is coming off of the loss of Justice Scalia, and I want to make one thing very clear from the start, because apparently there's a misconception about my condemning those who celebrate his death, is that I didn't do it out of some particular love of Justice Scalia. I didn't agree with most of his topics, of most of his opinions. I believe that the law of the land should adapt to the culture and the situations of the time. I believe that a 200-year-old document does not cover all of the technology and all of the cultural changes that happen over 200 years. That's fairly obvious to me. I don't believe that the government or a male has the right to control a woman's body. That's just a standard belief. I think that's a logical thing to say. Anyway, the thing that I take the greatest offense to about Justice Scalia's death is the celebration of a person dying. Because of the fact that he's not a monster. He's not a terrorist. He was not a person who was actively seeking out the worsening of humanity or the deaths of others. That was never something he stood for. I had someone compare that to, is that the same way that you felt about Osama bin Laden's death? No, obviously not. Osama bin Laden was a person who was actively trying to murder people. At that point, to me, you are losing your humanity. If your goal is to bring about the destruction of other people, of other lives, then you are actively working to lessen or worsen humanity. That makes you lose your own. That's how that works. So, no, if a terrorist dies, I'm not going to defend people who are glad about I'm not going to defend his death. Sorry to all terrorists who might watch this. It's just not a thing. The thing you have to understand is, he was a justice. He was not trying to worsen other people's lives. His biggest goal was to stand by the Constitution. And like I said, I don't agree by that. I don't agree that the Constitution should never, ever, ever change. That's why there's amendments. That's why there are things that change the Constitution. But I'm not going to celebrate his death simply because he believed that. That's messed up. He was a father. He was a husband. There are people who are negatively impacted by his death. There are people who will greatly miss him. There are people who are still mourning now. And to say, I'm just gonna bring up the Twitter trending, because I bet you it's still trending, because I don't have a whole lot of faith in humanity at the moment. There were some of my favorite ones that I cited in my Facebook post. And let's see, let me Scalia. 305,000 tweets. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Huh, it's actually not as bad as it used to. Okay, here we go. Now I'm finding the fun ones. I can think of few people whose death makes the world a better place like Justice Scalia. Really? Like, you did? That is an obvious celebration of his death. Fuck you, Justice Scalia, burn in hell. There's another one. Celebrating Beyonce's Super Bowl dance as a ritual magic to slay Scalia. It's kind of a weird one. But here's the thing. I don't honestly, like, I'm not upset about the fact that he died. Again, I didn't like him as a justice. I really didn't. What I dislike, what I don't want to see, what disgusts me to see is people saying, like the one I just said, fuck you, Scalia, burn in hell. Really? Really? The world is a better place without him. Really? The world is a better place without him. Are you sure? Because it looks like it's the exact same as it was yesterday. And yes, I understand having optimism for the American justice system. I have it. I think getting a justice who understands that the Constitution is a 250-year-old document and does not cover, say, for example, the exact technology I'm using to make this video, is a wise thing to have happen. I believe that is good for the country. I can celebrate the advancement of the justice system without celebrating the fact that a person died. Can you make that distinction there? Like, you can look forward to the progression of the country without it being, I'm glad he's burning in hell. You know what I mean? See how there's 2 points there? And that's the main thing I was trying to say. If you don't like someone, you don't like their opinions, that's fine. Disagree with them. Forever. Who cares? That's the whole point of an opinion. That's the whole point of taking a stance on an issue, is that there are multiple stances. To celebrate someone's... You can't celebrate a death and only celebrate parts of it. Death is an absolute state. If you celebrate a death, you're celebrating everything about the fact that he died. If you're celebrating the future of the country because of the potential chance for a new justice, that's different. He was alive and a Supreme Court justice. You can be glad he's no longer a Supreme Court justice without celebrating the fact that he's no longer alive. There are hundreds of people who are doing it. There are, today, actually, surprisingly, there are a lot of people who are, if you check out what's trending on Twitter, there are a lot of people who are saying, you know, my condolences to the Scalia family, but looking forward to blank's person getting nominated. That's fine. I would have never, ever had to post my video, or post my status, or make this video if that was what I had seen. But the overwhelming response to the announcement of his death were people literally making songs celebrating it. And that's fucked up. And I'm sorry about the language, but that is. This is another episode where I should have probably made a script, because I'm pretty sure I repeated the same points multiple times. But yeah. So that's my opinion on that one. So next week, hopefully, I don't know if I'll try to always make this topical or not. We'll have to see. Anyway, okay. So this weekend, I guess I'll go complete 180 with no segue. This weekend, I didn't put up any XCOM videos. It just, the timing didn't work out. They started again this morning at 9 a.m. They will be, I will guarantee, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., no matter what. And then Saturday, Sunday, I will try. But, I mean, there might be a weekend where it doesn't work out. Like this most recent one. And make sure to check out my stream tomorrow from 6 to 8. And I'll probably be streaming later today as well, just as like an impromptu stream. And I will see you guys next time.